Breaking down the music. Before I actually start reviewing media on here, I have a certain format that helps me narrow down the scores I'm feeling for whatever album I'm looking at. These also apply to singles, EPs, and other music. Standouts. These are good or just decent songs on the album. Outliers. These are bad songs on the album. Arrangement/production. This is an overall score on how I felt the production sounded on the record, which is scaled from 0 to 5. This scale represents how well the instrumentation blends together or doesn't, contributing to the album. Lyrical highlights. This is the part of the video where I display various lyrics from the album, good or bad, that stuck out to me. Replay value. This is an overall score on how I would go out of my way to re-listen to a track or two, possibly the whole album over again based on its value to me. Also scaled from 0 to 5. Memorability/relevance. This score is based on how memorable the album is from the way it's presented and how well I receive it. Score breakdowns. 0. I only give the absolute worst pieces of media scores like these. Whether it's aged badly, ear grating, possibly even both to an extreme extent. These records are devoid of any real talent or purpose. 1. Now this is where I put records that are still excruciatingly bad with little to no redeemable qualities. These are albums that should be reviewed with a caution tape barricade before listening. 2. Going up the scale, slob specials are no different. Still in the very bad criteria, being a complete insufferable listen all around. 3. Potential could have happened here, but it's still a train wreck. These albums have few redeeming qualities and could use lots of improvement, but still a lot of loose patches nonetheless. 4. A lot of bad albums that are not as bad or just mainly forgettable end up here. Despite the possibility of 1 or 2 good tracks, it'd be better to stay away from the album entirely. 5. When an album is a mixed bag, it usually falls in the mid category. For me, bland is better than bad. When a project is bland and hateable enough, it tends to fall lower on the list, even if it has a dragged out runtime with no creative direction going for it. Otherwise, it's just mid. 6. When an album falls at a 6, it's either a slight step back or improvement, and can fall either way. Still on the right track since it's a level above the median and still manages to be decent. 7. Stepping into green territory, this is the home of the good albums that are typically likable enough to get a spot here, doing its job to serve. 8. These are scores I give albums I personally like on a deeper level. Notable for a great blend of personality, standout songs and catchy hooks, and overall just pleasant to listen to. 9. Albums with such a high rank of 9 stand out musically, lyrically, and really showcase the musician's talent so much to the point where I call it almost perfect. 10. Wow, that was so great, it felt like a cinematic masterpiece. Additional info before we go. Primarily throughout the reviews, background music from the album will play from the opening track to the final track, or whenever the review ends. The album cover will be present throughout mostly the entire video and thumbnail.